Guys, let me pose a question to you. What if I shared that something as basic as applying oil to a particular area before bedtime might truly create a noticeable impact on bedroom performance? I realize it comes across like those one trick gimmicks that doctors dislike, but stick around because the information I'm going to reveal is supported by both age old traditional practices and contemporary biological reasoning. I'm Dr. Reena Malik. Today we're exploring something that the majority of medical experts won't bring up: how a straightforward oil massage performed correctly and in the appropriate locations can enhance blood flow, relieve tension, and indeed promote firmer, more organic erections during sleep. Now, before you decide to skip ahead assuming this is some sort of pseudoscience from alternative medicine, hang on. Once you grasp the scientific principles explaining why this is effective, it'll all add up perfectly. You see, as men get older, numerous shifts occur beneath the surface. Testosterone levels drop naturally around 1% each year past age 30. Dr. Reena Malik explains the science. And by the time you're 50, it accumulates. Your blood vessels become rigid like worn out rubber bands. Your prostate grows larger. And all that sitting, stress, added weight, and disrupted sleep due to frequent nighttime bathroom visits, it all builds up. So, when one morning you realize things aren't responding as they once did, it's not just in your head. But here's the thing few people actually mention: erections aren't solely reliant on testosterone. They hinge on three fundamental elements: blood flow, pelvic floor muscle strength, and nerve responsiveness. The fantastic part is each of these can be enhanced. Regardless of your age, you're not damaged. Your body simply requires upkeep similar to servicing a car that has gone years without a tune-up. The issue is that most men believe their choices are limited to either a prescribed medication or just accepting it, but truthfully, there's this extensive in-between space packed with natural, potent methods. And one among them is this oil massage. Now, let's discuss why the oil is important. When you think of oil, you may assume it's merely for lubrication, but that's just a portion, blood flow, and male anatomy basics of the narrative. As we grow older, the skin and tissues within the pelvic region turn drier and more delicate. Each time you sit, walk, or shift, there's minor friction occurring that leads to subtle inflammation you might not notice until it begins impacting performance. Applying oil assists in two significant ways. First, it serves as a protective layer, minimizing that micro irritation. Second, specific oils can truly penetrate the skin and affect the underlying tissues. They boost local blood circulation, decrease inflammation, and loosen tense pelvic muscles. Consider it this way: when you massage a stiff shoulder, it becomes more relaxed, correct? Same idea applies here, but we're targeting the blood vessels and muscles responsible for controlling erections. Performing this at nighttime leverages your body's innate repair mechanisms during sleep, which represents the optimal period for recovery and hormone secretion. However, not every oil is the same. The one I suggest the most is castor oil. It's an unusual yet potent material utilized in why nighttime routines, matter medicine across millennia. Its primary element, ricinoleic acid, constitutes roughly 90% of the oil and is recognized for its profound tissue absorption and strong anti-inflammatory effects. It doesn't just enhance circulation, but also bolsters the lymphatic system that eliminates blockages and inflammation, particularly crucial for men experiencing heaviness or constriction in the pelvic region. If castor oil doesn't suit you, coconut oil serves as an excellent substitute. It's antibacterial, calming, and readily absorbed. Almond oil represents another solid option because it's rich in vitamin E. which aids in repairing skin and connective tissue. But truthfully, castor oil continues to be the leading choice for boosting blood flow and alleviating inflammation. You can purchase a bottle from nearly any pharmacy or health store for about $10, and it'll endure for months. Now, let's address the method because the location and manner of application are crucial. There are two essential areas to concentrate on. The first is your lower abdomen, directly above the base. What oiling really means medically of your penis. This region encompasses major blood vessels and the foundation of your pelvic muscles. Massaging here increases blood flow straight to the most vital spot. The second spot that most men ignore is the perineum. That compact area between your scrotum, and I understand it may seem awkward, but this spot is tremendously significant. It's connected directly to your prostate, pelvic floor, and the arteries supplying the penis. By softly massaging oil in this area, you can relieve prostate buildup, boost circulation, and assist those profound pelvic muscles in unwinding. Here's the proper way to do it. Warm roughly a teaspoon of castor oil in your hands initially. Cold oil there is never pleasant. You can perform this while lying in bed or standing at ease in the bathroom. Begin with your lower abdomen, employing gentle circular motions for around a minute, using sufficient pressure to sense the warmth but avoid discomfort. Then proceed to the perineum and utilize your middle and ring fingers for gentle pressure in small circles. Common myths and dangerous mistakes or gradual back and forth motions. Don't press hard. Just steady, soothing pressure for about 2 to 3 minutes. The entire procedure should last roughly 5 minutes in total. Some men experience a mild warming feeling or profound relaxation in the pelvic zone afterward. Both indicate it's effective. Performing this prior to bed is perfect because between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is when your body generates the highest levels of testosterone and growth hormone. Your blood pressure drops as well during deep sleep, permitting circulation to enhance naturally. So by carrying out this massage just before sleep, you're essentially preparing your body to mend, renew, and revitalize while you rest. Most men practicing this routinely mention firmer, more reliable morning erections in a few weeks. And that's your body's innate method of indicating, hey, we're operational again. Now, how frequently should you perform it? You don't have to overdo it. Begin with 3 nights per week, perhaps Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Maintain it steadily for a safe habits that support circulation month. Then observe your body's reaction. Some men thrive on twice weekly. Others opt for every other night. Pay attention to your skin and modify if irritation appears. The essential term here is consistency. This isn't a single occasion wonder, it's akin to exercising. You achieve outcomes via ongoing commitment. Most men observe clear enhancements in 2 weeks and larger shifts after a month. But the advantages extend further. Consistent application of this method frequently boosts prostate wellness and urinary flow. Numerous men discover they awaken less often at night to urinate. Others observe diminished lower back strain as the pelvic muscles link to the spine. Improved blood flow and muscle strength even aid your workouts, particularly core activities, since all elements in your lower body collaborate. And we shouldn't downplay the mental uplift. When you recognize your body is operating optimally, you move differently, hold yourself upright, and exude greater confidence. It's a subtle yet impactful change that influences all aspects of your life. Now, aging, testosterone, and blood flow. Brief note of warning. This method isn't a replacement for professional medical attention. If you face serious erectile issues, chest discomfort, or other alarming signs, please consult your doctor. This aims to augment and bolster your health, not supplant medical intervention. If you're taking blood thinners or have a clotting issue, proceed with extra care or avoid it completely. And hygiene is important. Always cleanse your hands prior to and following. Maintain your oil sanitary and avoid sharing. If you detect any lumps, discomfort, or odd alterations, halt and seek evaluation. Handle expectations. 1. This isn't Viagra. It won't revert you to 18 instantly. It's progressive enhancement via improved blood flow, relaxation, and hormonal equilibrium. View it as an element of your ongoing health regimen, not an immediate solution. To assist with recall, link it to an evening routine such as toothbrushing or viewing the evening news. Position your oil bottle in a visible spot, perhaps on your nightstand or bathroom surface. If your oils, massage, and skin health prone to forgetting, establish a reminder for the initial few weeks until it turns habitual. And here's an extra suggestion. Warm the bottle briefly in hot water prior to use. Warm oil is pleasant, assists muscles in relaxing quicker, and enhances the overall experience. Some men involve their partners, transforming it into an intimate practice that offers relaxation and bonding for both. That's completely your decision, but it's something to think about. Keep in mind, aging doesn't equate to deterioration. Your body possesses remarkable ability to restore and sustain function deep into later years. It merely requires proper assistance. This straightforward castor oil massage practice is among those minor, influential habits yielding substantial outcomes. 5 minutes 3 times weekly, that's merely 15 minutes altogether. For that small commitment of time, you might enhance your erections, lessen prostate unease, improve sleep, and reclaim that subtle assurance stemming from recognizing your body functions as intended. Contrast that against the expense and final tips for a smarter male. Self-care, possible side effects of drugs, or the aggravation of inaction, and the decision is clear. A $10 bottle of oil, several minutes of steadiness, and the readiness to manage your health. That's all. So commit to trying this genuinely for 30 days. Acquire some organic cold-pressed castor oil, dedicate to 3 nights weekly, and note how your body responds, your energy, mood, and particularly those morning indicators of energy. I'm confident that by month's end, you'll sense a change you won't wish to abandon. And if not, you've merely expended a few bucks and acquired useful knowledge about your body's reaction. In either case, you succeed. Because here's the reality. Your prime years aren't in the past. With appropriate habits and some effort, you can remain robust, assured, and energetic regardless of age. This oil massage serves as just one simple science-supported tool in your toolkit, but it's one far too many men disregard. So give it a go. Pass it along to a friend who might gain from it,